I'm DeDe. For this seated 30-minute session, after we warm up, we'll use a small hand towel or kitchen towel to perform some of the limbering and stretching exercises. Make sure it's a small towel that you can grab onto easily and hold onto tightly without any pain in your hands. Here's what you'll need: the sturdy armless chair that we normally need, athletic shoes, water for hydration, plenty of space all the way around, and like I said, your small towel. Always perform the exercises at your own perfect pace. Don't rush. If I'm doing something that doesn't feel good for your body, you can skip it or take one of my modifications. So for now, take your towel and place it under your chair. We'll pick it up in a few minutes. Now we're seated, nice and tall, with lots of space behind us, between us and the back of the chair. Your arms come down, your feet are even and straight, your legs are even and straight. Now let's bring our shoulders forward and then back. Turn the back of your hands forward and then the palms forward. So we exhale and then inhale, exhale. Now keep your palms facing forward. Inhale and exhale. Arms come forward. Do it again. Arms back, palms are facing front. Inhale, exhale. Arms go down low, arms go up higher. Now let's lean forward a little bit and then sit up tall. Inhale, exhale. Now going up this high with your arms may require that you bend your elbows for comfort. So I want you to do that if you need to. Otherwise, you keep your arms straighter at the elbows. All right, let's separate the feet to about shoulder width. Arms come out. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Look over your shoulder. And then switch. So we press the feet firmly down into the floor. And we turn from the waist. One hand on your leg. One hand goes around to the chair. All right, now let's hinge forward. Inhale, hands on your legs. Exhale, hinge forward. Make sure your feet are far enough forward so when you lean on them, they feel like they're in the right spot. You don't want to feel like you're going to tip forward too far. Now let's take both hands on the right leg, tip forward, little twist, and then switch. A little twist and a hinge. One more. Now we side bend. Inhale, exhale, one hand on the chair. Inhale, up and over, exhale. So when we're warming up, it's almost a little bit of a rehearsal for what we're going to do later. We don't go quite as far. We don't hold as long. Maybe we don't even do the exact movements that we'll do later, but we do ones that are similar, like I said, as a little rehearsal, a little preview. It's preparatory, and that's how it should feel right now. Not like a full-on workout. It should feel preparatory. 2 more. Now we'll take the hands on the legs. Inhale. Exhale, turn and drop. Inhale up. Exhale, turn and drop. So the difference between this and what we did earlier is that you're getting a little bit of stretch in the front of your shoulder with this one. Maybe a little bit more wrist stretch as well. We'll be using our wrists and our hands, maybe more than we usually do. Up. Release your arms down, shake out your hands, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and one more time. Now we're still about shoulder width with the legs. You can hold the chair if you need to, tap your toes, right and left, and right and left. Right, left, right, left. Just creating a good amount of heat and some limbering through the tops of the foot, the front of the ankle, and the shin area. Now let's bring the feet in a little bit closer, and then we'll go right heel up, left heel up, right heel up, left heel up. And then opposite arm with your heel up, opposite. Now let's go quick, quick, slow with this. So we go quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Now all quick, 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 side to side. Get that little torso lean going. One hip is heavier than the other. One set of toes is heavier than the other. And the arms are moving forward and back. Now back to the quick, quick, slow. We go quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Hi, Chrissy. You come to do a little bit of limbering and stretching with us. All right, now both heels up, same time, up and down. So reset your posture now. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Two more. I feel that in my calf muscles. I hope you do too. Now let's go heel up, heels up, up, opposite ends of your feet, up, up, up. So on the toe up side, we'll bring the arm forward. Heel and toes, heel and toes. So we're pointing one foot and we're flexing the other foot. Can we go a little faster? Toes and heel, heel and toes. Remember, if we can't make it work, if your brain can't sort it out, you can take the arms out of the movement, get the legs going, and then if you want to, you can add the arms back in. You don't have to. Toes and heel, heel and toes. All right, no arms now. One end of your foot and the other end of your foot. A little bit of brain fitness too. Can you feel it? I can. 4, 3, 2. All right, let's stop. We're going to hip hinge forward with our feet in line with our hip joints. So we're coming forward and then we stop. We have a neutral spine. I just want to show you from more of a diagonal, okay? Is your spine straight like this? Make sure it is. If you have access to a mirror where you can look at your form, that's really helpful. Now let's try this. Right arm out with the thumb up, and then left arm out with the thumb up. So I don't want you to crane your head like this to look at me. You can look down, maybe 10 or 12 inches in front of your toes. So all we're doing is alternating our arms, reaching out with the thumb up, reaching out with the thumb up. So by taking away some of our support, our core muscles have to kick in. In this case, it's our back muscles mostly. And they have to support us in lieu of the support from our arms. I really want you to press your feet down firmly. Can we try both arms? Both arms. Out, in. Tuck your chin in. You can look at me every once in a while, but then look back to just in front of your toes. Now can we do a 4-part move? You can watch first if you want. Out, forward, out, and in. Out, forward, out, and in. Can you feel your core muscles working? Maybe you feel it in your hips, your legs, as well as your back. So we not only have support for a shorter amount of time here and no support for a longer amount of time, but right there, it's a longer lever. So that means that our core muscles and our hips and legs have to work even harder. Can you feel the intensity right there? I sure can. And we only have 2 more now. Really drive your feet down into the floor. And one more time. All right, then we're coming up. Woo. Step your feet out wide. Turn your toes out to match your knees. Inhale. Exhale, twist and drop down. Stay here. Breathe in, breathe out. Now let's come up to the center. Inhale, go the other way. Drop the other shoulder down. Now inhale up to the center. Then we exhale, one hand on the leg, reach down, grab your towel. All right, and then walk your feet in. Now I have a plain old kitchen towel. You might have a kitchen towel or a bathroom towel, whatever works for you. So we want to unfold it, and then we'll use our hands and we'll roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, keep going until it's all the way rolled up, and then you unfurl it and you go again. Turn, tuck your fingers under. So I just want to show you, it's this action at your wrists. And then once you have it all rolled up, unfurl it, and then go again. Tuck, roll, wrists, fingers, hands, exercising those. Creating more dexterity, more muscular endurance, stuff that helps us do more things better for longer. unfurl, go again. Turn, turn. I feel this in my shoulders a little bit too, in my forearms. What about you? Unfurl and go. Go. All right, now we pick it up and then we wring it out. We're out at the ends. So if we were really trying to wring this out, this wouldn't be a good way to do it. But we're actually just trying to get this flexion and extension at our wrists, along with some grip strength. Now, speaking of grip strength, see how my towel is not taut? Let's pull it taut now. And we're gonna keep a little bit of tension in it. So not here, but a little bit of tension. 8 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, walk your feet in so you can rest the towel on your lap, bring your hands together, and let's stretch and hold right here. Did you feel some fatigue starting to build up in your hands, maybe your forearms and your wrists, maybe your fingers and thumbs? And then we'll go the other way. So typically, anytime we make muscle groups tired, especially on a regular basis, then they usually develop greater muscular endurance, so we can do more things for longer. And that's what we just did here. We built some dexterity, some muscular endurance. All right, lace your fingers, careful with this one, make sure it feels okay. Try not to do this with your shoulders. Press your shoulders down. All right, next we need this kind of cylindrical shape with the towel. This time we're going to do an underhand grip, so your palms are up, you slide your palms under, and then you bring the towel up here. Thumbs are facing up, your thumb area is on top. Shoulders down, now we go up, as high as you can, bend your elbows if you need to, and then down. Go again. Make sure the towel is taut, so you're pulling your hands away from one another. And again, so by pulling our hands away from one another, we're increasing some strength in some of our shoulder muscles, our back muscles. We're also helping to increase our grip strength because we have to hold on really tight, don't we, to make the towel taut. Now separate your feet about shoulder width. Let's go up and out diagonal. So we're turning our torso just a little bit, and then down. And we'll go the other way. Up and out to the diagonal. And down. And again. Keep pulling your hands apart. You feel that in the back of your shoulders? Boy, I sure do. Now let's do a complete circle. Down, up, over, down, and reverse. Up, over, down, and reverse. Can you keep the tension in the towel? Keep pulling, keep breathing. And reverse. All right, we'll come back to center. Now do this with me. Relax the tension in the towel. Now create tension in the towel. Do you feel how your grip has to change? Do you feel how the tension in your arms and your back changes? All right, let's relax for a moment. Bring your legs in again. Let's circle around through our wrists. All right, let's do this stretch again here. Shoulders are calm and relaxed. And we'll switch. And then release that. Now we have an overhand grip once again, like this. Separate your feet about shoulder width. Now press the towel away from you. Settle your shoulders. Make sure your legs are firm and stable. Now we'll twist. Across, center, across, turn from your waist, center. Try to keep your elbows just slightly bent, the same degree the whole time. Keep the tension in the towel. Now I know your shoulders want to tense up. Try to keep them relaxed. Let's go faster now. Right, left, right, left. Keeping the tension. But now we're going to emphasize tension in one side over the other. So you're going to pull with your lead hand. Pull with your right, pull with your left. Pull with your right, pull with your left. And then we'll go slightly up, slightly up, slightly up. Pull, pull. Can you keep your shoulders away from your ears? 4, 3, 2, and stop. Take your arms down, bring your legs together, rest your towel. Let's do this. Let's stretch our shoulder. Now compare this to this. Do this, bring your shoulder down. You're pulling in with this arm, and to a degree, you're trying to push away with the other arm. Feel the stretch right in here. Now switch. All right, release your arms down, shake them out. Now we separate our feet once again about shoulder width. I want you to take the towel into your right hand like this. Now, easy does it. You want to make sure your shoulders are okay with this. We're going to try to orbit the towel around our back, and again, orbit, towel around. Notice how my hand is turning. Your hand can turn as well. Around. So we do movements like this if we're putting on a coat, right? If you have longer hair, if you're reaching back to put your hair in a ponytail, if you're putting your arm around someone. All right, and then reverse it. Start here, shoulder down, around, and your hand turns, around. Couple more. All right, let's release that. Roll your shoulders. And then we'll make fists, and we'll bring our little fingers here against our hips, and we'll draw the elbows back. Now we'll pick up our towel with our right hand once again, this way. We'll take it around behind our back, and we'll let it hang down in the same orientation as the spine. So just let it hang down. Try not to displace your head. Let's try to keep the ears over the shoulders. Now, if your elbow's way out here, try to bring your elbow up a little closer to your ear. And then you don't have to grab the other end of the towel, but if you can reach it, take your left hand and grab the other end of the towel. Now, please don't force anything here. In fact, if you want to just reach your hands toward one another, you can do that and take away the addition of the towel that maybe is making things too complicated. Now we'll try to bring the top hand down and bring the bottom hand up. So if we were in the shower, we'd be scrubbing our back, right? A little back scrub. Down, up. You can do this even if you're not using the towel. 2 more. You still breathing? Is your ear still over your shoulder? All right, let's release that. Now we'll hold this with our left hand and we'll let it dangle down this way. You got it? Elbow is in, ears over shoulders, and it's hanging down in the same orientation as your spine. Now the option to grab the other end of it with your right hand, the option is there also to put it down and just reach your hands toward one another a bit. All right, let's pull down, and then we'll pull up. Down and up. So if your body becomes a little bit more limber during the process of this up and down scrubbing action, then you can hold the towel with your hands a little closer to one another. That's your option. How about 2 more? Is your elbow still in close to your temple? It should be. All right, now let's release that. Once again, bring your legs in close. Let's come forward, rest on your forearms, on your thighs. That feels like a nice rest for the back and the shoulders, doesn't it? All right, and then we'll come up. You have 2 options here for some ankle circles. You can be on your toe and circle your ankle back and forth this way, or if it feels suitable for you, you can take the towel under your leg and hold it here with your thumbs up, and then lift it this way. Make sure you're still sitting up tall. So either way, you're going to circle around through your ankle, circle around through your ankle, around and around. 4 more. So let your leg get heavy into the towel, or you can put your hands under your leg if that feels more suitable. 2 more, both directions. 1 more time. All right, take your foot down, and then we'll switch. So this could be your option too, holding it or just keeping your foot on the floor. All right, ready? You're sitting up tall. Circle around one way and the other way. So limbering can be something as simple as this. It doesn't have to be fancy or complicated. It doesn't have to require any equipment. Today we're using a chair and a towel, but you don't have to. You could stand up, you could hold on to something and do these ankle circles. We have 2 more times in each direction. 1 more time. All right, bring your foot down if it's lifted. Fold your towel, separate your legs, one hand on your leg, put the towel underneath your chair. Now let's get into a lunge position. Holding onto the chair, turning sideways, 90 degrees with both of our knees. And then we'll try to wiggle the back foot back. So we did lots of things that involved our hips, our low back, our legs. So now we'll stretch those areas. Drop the hip that's closest to me down a little bit further. And then we'll do a spinal twist. So here are your 2 options. Your hand that's closest to me, that goes to the outside of your knee. You can look back toward the back of the chair, or you can hold the back of the chair with both of your hands if you can turn around far enough and if it feels appropriate. So stay here and breathe. Keep thinking about straightening your back leg. All right, then soften your legs, turn to the other side. You might want to keep your wide stance. right at the edge of the chair, 90 degrees with both of your knees, and then wiggle your back foot back. The straighter the leg, the better, but keep it sensible and appropriate for you. Drop your hip down that's closest to me, and then we'll add the twist. So your hand that's closest to me comes across. Maybe you hold the back of the chair, maybe you don't. Back to center. Right back in the center. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. One more time. And down. All right, so how do you feel? Do you feel like you worked on your grip strength and some of your core strength and stability? Do you feel a little more limber now? I hope so. As usual, thanks for joining me, and until next time, be well.